Hey everybody, I'm gonna do a little video of professionally cleaning a track. This isn't like professional, like, you know, stuff. I mean, I'm just gonna do it like, you know, a big way. I'm not gonna just do little spots and stuff. I'm gonna do the whole thing now. Oh, something over there. I'm gonna do the whole thing, and the first step we're gonna need to do is, let me think, where'd it go? Oh, over here, is our working area, is a piece of cardboard. You can get a piece of cardboard, or just maybe a block of plywood that you might have left over from the layout. Something other than a piece of cardboard, because a piece of cardboard is a little weak. But I'm going to do it anyway with a piece of cardboard because that's all I have. But if you have any other choice, then yes, do the other choice. But I don't have another choice, so yeah. Okay, ran out of memory a little bit there. Anyway, as I was saying, you're going to need a piece of cardboard, or maybe a board of some sort, or maybe a piece of flat metal. Anything hard and flat will work. But if you can get something harder than cardboard, then use it, yes. Anyway, now what you need to do is you need to get some sandpaper. And I'm going to get that in just a sec. Okay guys, hold on. Okay, I got the cardboard and the sandpaper. Now, you don't actually have to glue the sandpaper on the top to make it better. I just did that so that I don't have to hold it and it'll slip out of my hand over and over again and maybe knock the ballast out of place or something, because we don't have ours glued down yet. So I just wanted to glue it down so I didn't have to take any chances or something. And you have to shave it to where it's about the same size as the sandpaper. You don't have to use the whole sandpaper, you know, the ones with holes in it. You can use any kind, whatever you want, but you need to make sure it won't go out, because you might have fencing, you might have one of these or something. So just, you know, make sure to shave it down. Now what you do is you do the whole thing, of course, because I'm going to do the whole thing. Or you can just get your small little area, or you can just get a small area. But I'm going to do the whole thing because I want to. You know, you just keep sanding until you get it to shine at least a little more than it was. The one problem with Easy Track I have is that it can take all the oil. You know, if there's oil on the tracks, it can really take it good. It still gives electricity. So that's one problem, because you can never really tell if it's gonna work, if that's how good it works, or if that's how bad it works. Anyway, I'm gonna do that to the whole track, and then I'll show you the next step. You don't have to do all the steps. What we usually do is just the sanding part. But I'm gonna make sure it's all good and clean. So I'm gonna do all the steps. So anyway. Okay guys, I got the sanding done. Which, as you can see, it's a little shinier than it was, but it's not perfectly shiny. That's where the second step comes in. You can get an old rag. Be sure to get an old one that, you know, not one of your good washcloths or anything, because this is pretty bad. This is pretty bad part, because it can get black on your track. This is just an old rag we have. I'll just show you. You can just 1 second. I'm going to fold it up okay, so the problem is that it's pulling up lots of ballast. Please don't. I'm gonna get something real quick, so 1 second. Okay, you can use the cardboard that you had for the sandpaper, and you can use it. To do what? To do this last thing from there. You can see, it's already pretty blackened. Anyway, I'm going to do the whole thing like that, and then we'll move on to step 3, which is the final step. Okay, I got the whole thing rubbed down with that stuff. That's how much black came off. It's a lot more shinier. There is 2 more steps. I realized that there is a step 4 but you do not have to do step 4 if you do not have ballast. Or you don't have to do step 4 if the ballast is nicely glued down. If the ballast is nicely glued down, you do not actually have to do step 4. If it's just all loose like ours right now, then yes, you should do step 4. Anyway, step 3, I'll have to get prepared for a little bit. But I'll tell you about it in just a second. Okay guys, I'm back. Step 3 is not always needed, but if you want the best results, then step 3 is not always needed, but if you need the best results, then you should probably use step 3. But if you don't have any alcohol, not able to use it, or something like that, then step 3 is not actually needed as much. But what I have is some rubbing alcohol and a new rag. This is the old one. A new rag. And I'm just going to put it on, and I'll show you how I rub it. I'll show you how I put it on. How I rub it down on the rails. It already smells like it. Okay, I'm getting a little on there. A little more. Okay, I got it. Now this is safe on the human skin because it's rubbing alcohol. It's actually supposed to help you. There's that much. And now just make sure to, if you have any loose ballast, make sure to keep it nice and good. This stuff, it doesn't look to be making it any shinier, maybe even less shinier, but it sure is taking out some oil, I can tell you that. Okay, I'm going to do a little more. Yeah, I can't wait to see how they run. I'll check back with you in a little. Hey guys, I did all the rubbing with alcohol, and it looks to be alright. And I was doing it with the rag, but then, it kept doing it, and then it kept kind of scraping up the ballast. So I decided, but I continued with it, and then it was kind of getting a little low on alcohol, so I came back to put some more alcohol on it, and I saw that the cardboard was soaked as well, so that gave me an idea that I could just put it on the cardboard and do it. And actually it did much nicer. It didn't scrape up the ballast anymore. And it took up lots of oil, as you can see. It's very black. I cannot wait to see how nice my engines run on this, because they've been their wheels have been cleaned with alcohol, and now the track's been cleaned with alcohol. So I just can't wait to see how it runs. But you should do step 4 first, of course. Now, one other thing you can do, if you do not trust this rubbing alcohol and you think it might ruin an engine, then you should probably put it on the tracks and then get a rag and do it after. And do it on top of the alcohol and rub the alcohol off, so it just takes the oil off and then, takes the alcohol off as well. If you want to do that, which I trust the rubbing alcohol in engines, because Metra M40PH163, I believe is his name. If it isn't, it's down there. He did this, cleaning the engine's wheels with alcohol, and his engines work great, and I wouldn't think he would ruin his engines, considering the fact he did one of his Metra trains, and obviously he cherished those. So if he did it with one of the metro trains, then yeah, I'm pretty sure it's safe. And I did it. I still haven't got to give him a try yet, but I'm very, very sure it's gonna work. Now I'm gonna wait for the alcohol to dry a little bit, and then I am gonna what am I gonna do? Oh yeah, I'm gonna do step 4, cleaning the ballast off the rails, because with these steps it could have wiped the ballast onto the rails. Excuse me. Step 3, if you're using the cardboard, shouldn't have wiped much ballast onto the rails, but you should still check, just in case. Anyway, I'm gonna get to that in just a little bit. Gonna wait for the alcohol to dry, and I'll be back with you in a little. Okay guys, I'm back, and the alcohol is evaporated, I'm very sure of. Then I got my Hess engine over here, this train. And I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it with my nails, see, and I'm just going to do that the whole way. You don't actually have to do the other side. If you don't want to do the other side, you can do it like this with your thumbs nail. Just do it like that, but I'm going to do it like this. Anyway, I'll check back with you when I get that all done. Okay, I got that all done. And just a little tip, if you're doing this and you are dry and you're just doing it, and you don't feel any ballast for a long time, and you think maybe it's not going to do it no more, well, don't, because there's a very good chance that it still will do that. And I'm going to get the engine going in just a sec. Okay guys, I got the lovely Hess engine on. Probably my best looking engine, next to my Santa Fe. Oh, battery's going dead. Oh well, I think it has enough time to just do one little lap. I'm going to see how this engine works. It's working very good. Right there we're losing power. We've had that even before we cleaned it. And it's coming around. Here it comes. Yeah, it's working very, very, very good. We just gotta fix that low power spot, and we'll be good. So anyway, see ya.